Hello, guys. Hello. And let me see here. I just put a freebie in the chat there. All right. So I just put the freebie over there in the chat for today's, for number 3 of the target audience series. Now, are you struggling to know your target audience's behavior? So that is what we are going to talk about today. Let me get my window. Didn't think it was going to be like this. So let me get everything up and ready, making sure that I can see what you guys are actually seeing on YouTube, making sure everything is live and running the way it should be. Right? So, and do 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 do. So, how is everybody doing today? All right. So, understanding your target audience really makes a difference. It really makes a difference because knowing their behaviors, their buying persona, knowing what interests them, how they stay interested, that definitely makes a difference when you are targeting your audience. So, hence today's title is understanding your target's behavior. And does behavior actually even matter? Does it even matter for your target audience? And if you already have an audience, are you struggling? Are you struggling with um, knowing their behavior? Like what to expect for them? There's nothing new under the sun. So everyone's behaviors, all behaviors can be tracked, studied, and understood, right? So let me get over here. So, as you all know, my name is Alwanza, and let me give you the webinar link I am going to place in the chat as well. So, we'll have a couple of things that we're going to look at today, which is the up and coming webinar that actually starts in 7 days, next Thursday. 7 days. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? In 7 days, there my webinar, I will be live, and this is what I'll be discussing. I will be discussing how to start your own business, start your online business right here in 2024. You should not end this year without an online business, making extra money, right? All right. So let me see what else we're going to talk about. Let me just share my screen with you right quick and get these formalities out of the way. And here it is. So this is the webinar, and you can see at the top it said digitaldreambusiness.com. 4 steps to starting an online business. You are just one step away. Starts in 7 days. And on August 1st at 10 a.m., I will be live right here on YouTube. So that is something. And then also for here, this is the book right here that I put the link in the for the freebie in the comments right there. 10 websites to help you find your target audience. And this is what the book looks like. Who is your audience? So I'll give you the websites to how to learn their buying personas, where they hang out, what their questions are for your different niches, and what it is that you're looking for in your target audience. So you have that information right there. All right. Okay. So let us go ahead and dive into today's number 3, part 3 of the series. So purchasing habits of your audience is very key and is essential. And that simply is because how do you know who to target? How do you know how to target them? Right? Are they buyers, or do you have to wean them or coax them up, or do you have to how much value do you have to provide for them? How much do you have to give before you receive, right, from them? So learn your buying persona of your target audience and those habits that they have. It brings out when you engage with them, your loyalty, the value that you provide, the questions that you answer, making content, creating content, or um, being right there and present when they ask those questions is a big hit for if you when it's time for you to come market your membership or market your new product or market your premium. If you're scaling higher in your business, you to your audience that you already have, what is their buying persona, right? You analyze them. You're going to think about how frequently they buy. Are they impulse buyers, or do they often plan their purchases, right? So impulse buyers, they just see, they just grab, they just do, it's the next hottest thing. They just don't really budget, don't really manage. They just be like, hey, this is pleasing to my eyes, so I want it, right? Or you have those who actually plan their purchases. So you have to continue to give value, explain what their transformation is, what is going to happen, why they should buy the product, the problems that you are solving in your product or your services, right? So those are things to consider when it's time to market. So if you have a large community, mixed people in it, then they may, or if you started out small with a pinpoint niche and now you've broadened out, or you're now on a scaling on a bigger platform, or you have more following, then you have to extremely consider what is it and who is in your audience. And you might have to target both of those sides, right? Those who do impulse, those who you need to hold their hands and baby feed and spoon feed for a while, you who plan their purchases. So you need to think about that according to the audience that you have before you, right? Understanding their brand loyalty as well goes into that, right? Do they stick to certain brands, or are they open to trying new products, right? So if your target audience is so niche down that they are only want to know about um, minivan nomad life, then talking about cars, you're probably going to have to really sell them on them points to get their attention. Otherwise, they're just going to look for you for the information about minivans, right? For that lifestyle. So think about that when you are they willing to change? Can you really persuade them or encourage them, or lay out the value of the benefits of going smaller into a smaller car, or a different automobile for the type of traveling that they're doing? So there's so many niches out there and so many ways to grab so many people. There's billions of people on this earth. So whatever it is, just stick to it, learn it, focus on them. Don't multitask, don't be all over the place. Focus, niche down and stay there until you can maximize and broaden out and scale your business. But for a while, years, months, years, you're going to be niche down to one specific thing, providing value for, right? And showing your value and who you are. All right. So when it comes to selling, when it comes to you selling your digital courses and your digital products, right? Think about something. Since I'm on the digital marketing, digital side, think about the frequency of how they purchase, right? Are is your audience buying for you monthly, weekly, or every time you drop a new product, right? Are they anticipating your new drop? Are they expecting something from you every week or every month, right? So when it comes to you establish that maintaining their loyalty to you, right? Do they only want your courses? Do they only want your free information in your community? Do they only want your free or your low ticket items, right? So that's something that you should also consider. So what I am going to do is, I also am having a community for my founding members, because I just started this channel as well as this business over here. So I have my coaching business at iwanza.org, but I've just started this channel as well as the website for this, the business for this. So I do have a community. Let me get you that link, and then I'm going to put it in the group right here. And I am telling you, where is that link? Now my computer is just doing okay. So I'll look for the link as we continue on. But number two, let's get into brand interactions. And brand interactions, how involve on how your audience engages with your brand, right? Are they being pulled in or catches their eye when they're scrolling? Is it because of the colors, your fonts, your branding? What is it? Do you have more of an email listing with your branding? Do they tend to wait more and communicate more via your emails? Or do they visit your stores? Do they constantly look at your stores to see what new products you have? Right. So when it comes to your brand, you're definitely going to be shining on your definitely be shining on your platform that you have chosen. So, what platform have you chosen that you are going to stick with, not waver from, right? So, when you think about where you're going to be hanging out the most, engaging the most, looking for feedback the most, because you can't be everywhere at all times, right? So, with that being said, you can't be everywhere. So think about your platform. Instagram, you're going to be over there and they're going to be hitting you up in your DMs, or on YouTube, hitting you up in your comments, or where is it that you will be hanging out the most so that you can simply what be available and catch it. Your notifications are on, especially if you're doing it by yourself, right? So once you identify the platform that your audience is on the most, right? So for me with my digital business, I can do Instagram, right? I can do Pinterest. I can do YouTube, right? Because I'm doing digital products and I'm putting them out there. And with the real sides of it, of the story sides, I can really push my digital products in, or anyone push your digital product business on Instagram, YouTube, since it's how to create and how to start with me with starting your own business with this platform. YouTube is the one that I have chosen, but I very well could also do Etsy for my digital products or a digital online store, as well as Pinterest, right? All right. So I am still looking for my community link, which is um, something. So let us go on. So when we continue to think about where we're going to find them, where they're most engaging, where are they following you the most? Do you have a lot of engagement in your Instagram stories? Do you have a lot of engagement on your YouTube stories? That is where you need to focus. If you wherever your most attention is grabbing after you choose your platform. So if you break down your platform, you have YouTube, you have stories, you have posts, right? You have live options. Where is it that your audience tends to tune in more to? Is it your lives? Is it your stories? Do they pay attention to your posts in your community under the community tab on YouTube, right? Or are they looking every week because you set up a video and you post it every single week, right? So whatever it is, that is the branding, the interactions, your brand interactions that you need to consider and pay. Now it doesn't happen overnight. You have to continue to upload and post and be present, answer questions, engage, right? So once you identify your platform and understand the interactions, they can help you tailor your marketing efforts, right? If they like reels, then you're making quick, short snippets of the information and giving value that way. If they like long form, like YouTube live, or you're posting your videos scheduled every single week, then that's what you're going to be doing, right? So if they primarily engage with brands on Instagram, you should focus on creating engaging Instagram content and stories. That's it. Same with YouTube. If they're more interested in your long form, but choose that platform which you can decide. Like I do digital products, and I know that I can use Pinterest, Etsy, Instagram, also YouTube, but I chose YouTube because I know that I'll be doing a lot of how-tos and showing and videos, especially for this webinar that is about to pop off in 7 days, right? Now, product usage is another one. So when we think about let me see here. When we think about, I cannot believe that. Let me see right here, guys. If you give me 1 second, because this is just going to stay on my mind until I get it done. And Your own business. There it is. No. How am I missing? Ah, there we are. All right. So I am going to place the community link here. And you believe how organized I say that I am, because time management is it. Taking those minutes right now just to look for that was just, and I knew I made a tab for it in my notes. Start your own business community. There's the link, but it was, hush. Oh my goodness. I created the link. I mean, I just did this 2 days ago, and it's just like, how much content have I created since then that it's just pushed it all the way down? But it did. So let me I am going to pin that note, because in the name of Jesus. All right. So over here in the comments, you have the freebie at the top. You have the webinar sign up, and you also have the digital and you have the community. Join them. The community will not always be free. It is growing. So you're my 4 founding members, so you'll always be in there regardless. However, but it won't always be free. Then the webinar link will change as we continue to grow. I'll continue to do the webinars, but definitely stay tuned for that, because the information is always good and bite size, right? You can just grab and go, right? So I really enjoy that, and stay tuned. Definitely check out the website, digitaldreambusiness.com. Hit the shop tab button right there on the menu, the home screen, and see what I'm always dropping. You can always just hit the freebies if you're just looking for something real quick and before you make an investment. But nonetheless, the information is there for your grabbing. So grab it, right? So number 3, your product usage, right? Now, definition of product usage is about how your customers use your product usage, right? Using your product. What are they going to do with it? Now, again, I gave this analogy, this example in the other on yesterday. And I said, you don't want to give a hardback copy item, right, to a construction worker. You want to give a hardback copy book, a hardcover book, right? Hardback book to a construction worker who is working 12-hour days. You probably were going to give him something digital when he has time to grab his phone or step away, or you want to give him stickers to put on his hard hats or his tools. You want to give him something like that, a mug, or a sturdy, handy mug you want to make for your construction line or something like that, right? Those are things that you can do. You have to think about product usage. How much usage is a construction worker going to be able to do during those hours, right? So let's say for something else, if you have to think about just breaking down and understanding how you can help and improve your product, can help and improve the way of life for somebody, and gain that customer satisfaction, right? So you monitor how your product is being used. You get feedback. You put it out there. You say, hey, this is a digital ebook. This is it. What am I missing, right? So with the book that I have here, the 10 websites to help you find your target audience, right? The link is over in the description or in the comments. So it'll be in the description as well. But when you think about that, what websites, right? When you think about the websites that you are providing, what websites will they need to find their target audience, right? So those are what was researched and put inside this book for you, because you're looking for your target audience, right? You're looking for your target audience, meaning who is going to buy from you, who is going to engage with you, who wants your products, right? So when you do when you get out there to validate, you put it out there, you see what they're looking for. Hey guys, tweet this for me, especially in your community or in the free Facebook communities you can find, and people that help you out all the time. You have your family and your friends, you have word of mouth. You can do it for free. You can say, hey, get this free ebook for me, but I need your feedback, right? You can offer things like that. Beta testers, right? So you have to come up with ways to get your product out there so you can get the free feedback on how you did, how it created, what loopholes are left in your product. So if you give out a digital product and it's a how-to book on how to start a business, then what are you missing out? What am I missing out on how to start my own business, right? How am I missing out? What are the steps? What should I start with first? What should I start with last? So I have in my course, in my my business, I have the basic startups where you just get the basic information, you run with it. You have to do some research on your own, but you can figure it out. Then I have the start your own business course and membership where you can actually be handheld and you go through step by step. I've done a lot of the research for you. You just break it down. You just apply your niche and you apply the information according to your niche, and you can continue to build it out, right? So depending on how you want it. One-time offer of basics, the basics course, or the membership, which is ongoing, and you continue to have access to it as long as you're active in that community, active in that membership, right? So that's how you can monitor. You can monitor it via your how they're using your products in your groups and your communities. As I have you here, the community is free, it's open for you. The link is there in the description as well as the comments, and you can be a founding member of the founding process, and you can get in while it's still free. Amen. So once you realize and then in that group, in that community, I can ask questions. Guys, how do you like this product? I'm about to release this product. Of course, once they can open a product, look at the product, and keep the product before I put it on the site for sale, right? That's the joy of having the founding members part of the membership. But it does take registration, but the link is there, right? So when you receive the information back, of course, you'll make your necessary improvements to market and then to help marketing any new features that you have to do, corrections you have to add, or simply just take it from them and keep it moving. Everybody says it's good and they don't see anything, then you can start moving a little faster and get that product out there, right? If you sell online courses, see if your students are completing it in one go or in parts. Is it too hard? Is it too long? What is the outcome? This can help you with designing your course, right? You can put your course out there and you can say, hey, give them milestones, right? And I call them when they have those journey moments, those milestones, and you're like, hey, at this part, you should be here, right? So in my courses, you have these journey moments, right? And you can, at this point, you should be here. This is how much you should have done. And if you haven't, then I can get the feedback and see in the back office how the course is actually being done and the progress that the students are actually making, right? All right. So number 4, feedback and reviews. Oh my goodness. Feedback and reviews provide valuable insights into what your customers think about your products or your similar products, your services, or what it is that you're doing, right? We just talked about this, right? I was just talking about it, but you collect that information, you analyze it, you look for comment areas, they provide you your suggestions, you go and fix it, you correct it, you put it back out there and say, hey guys, what you think about this? These are the corrections that I made, these are the improvements that I did. They can address it. You can address any recurring issues that you might see that everybody is saying about you and your product, right? And if you have multiple customers mention the same thing, then in a certain module, in a certain course, or a certain page, or a certain way you explain something in your book, then you definitely need to go back. And if they're asking too many questions, one thing, if your message is clear or not, how many questions are you getting on that topic, on that area, that specific area, right? So if they're just consider revising if you got a lot of questions on a certain part of your course or in your book or about your product, right? And lastly, number 5 is communication. Oh my goodness, communication, how your audience prefers to be contacted, through email, through phone, social media, other channels. How are you connecting with them? I have my community, so that's what I'm building now, the community over on the Start Your Own Business community. You also have Facebook, they have school, you have Telegraph, WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter, Threads. You have a lot of platforms so people can DM you and comment and leave comments and such, right? How is it, do they like to be messaging? I love messaging. So that is one part. That's the one way I love to communicate with my my premium clients. Like, not just message me. You want me right here. You don't want me to have to go cipher through a bunch of questions for you. And because you have you have the premium service that I provide, then that is something that you will receive, which is that message, the text messaging number, and easy for phone calls and stuff like that as well. You'll have a personal number directly to me with my premium services, because it's just it's better. I know how it is to have a coach, a mentor, and the difference is you have one mentor. Coach, you just following is just broad, right? You just coaching and you just following their steps and their process, right? You don't have too much. But that mentor, that one-on-one that you have with that person, that access that you have, that is your mentor. And that it makes a very big difference when you're really making big strides in your business and you chose someone to lead and guide you. You need to have that access, right? So once you identify the preferred method of the way the clients, if they hang out on IG, then of course the DMs, YouTube, the comments, then that's where you hang out at, right? You tailor your communication strategy to those, right? So on IG, you can do the links, right? Links in the DM. Where else works? Does I think in the reels on TikTok, IG, and such, right? In the description, you'll have to put it under the description or link someone back to a description. In the YouTube, you'll say, hey, it's in the description under this video, check it out. You can get that information out there, right? So if they prefer email, then you definitely have to have those sequences, and you want to tend to answer those questions before they even ask. But you can have that email sequence generated already as a marketing strategy with regular updates and valuable content. So, with that being said, understanding your target audience behavior is key to connecting with them, right? And boosting your sales, because remember, you're starting your own business. The whole goal here is to sell a product or provide a service through your business, right? So, and that is exactly what you are wanting to do. That is exactly who you are and what you're wanting to do. So, let me get over here to and don't forget to head over to digitaldreambusiness.com and check out those freebies. They're not free for nothing. They are there for a reason, right? They are there for a reason. And let me see here. This is, make sure I got you guys all the links. So by analyzing the purchasing habits, the brand interactions, and the product usage feedback and communication preferences, you can tailor your strategies to meet their needs. Remember, you are caring about how much your client, your customer receives, right? You are focusing on how to retain them, to keep them loyal, right? The value that they need. But to keep up what they need, you have to get that feedback. You have to ask open-ended questions, not yes and no questions, right? You have to ask questions that require words, sentences to be given back onto you, right? So, and if you found this video helpful, which I know you have, you've made it this far, then definitely hit that subscribe and like button. Comment below what part stands out to you, what you paid attention, what helps you the most in this series right here, right? What helped you the most in this video? That would be very, very helpful for me. Why? Because I need to know, and I can tweak these series as I continue to go, right? Don't forget to join the Start Your Own Business, the SYOB community right there at digitaldreambusiness.com. I put the link right there for you to join. Everything is right there. And it looks like, oh, sorry, guys. Let me see here. All right. It looks like I put the webinar link in there. And that's not what I wanted to do. Message retracted. What I wanted to do is the community. So if you guys, it'll be down in the description. Sorry guys that I thought I put it over there, but it looked like that was the other webinar. That was a webinar link. So I will put that down in the in the description. But I thank you guys for tuning in. It's long. The webinar starts in 7 days. Go ahead and register. Registration is required simply because there are freebies there. I need to count for everybody that is there in the webinar, so I can get the feedback and send out the emails with the freebies all in there. So signing up registration allows you to receive those freebies. And I thank you so much for watching. Sorry for the mishap but I'll put it in the description for the community you want to join. Please join for the founders. So there we go. All right, I just added it to the comments, to the chats right there, also to be in the description. But I love you guys. Until next time, until tomorrow. Why? Because I'm coming live every day this week on this series, right? So you are no longer struggling to understand your audience's behavior. Download that free guide, target the find your target audience, those 10 websites. Thank you for joining my community ahead of time. Thank you, and connecting with me on social media at digitaldream.business on IG. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, love you guys, and I want out.